everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Josie. Today I'm going to do a DIY and show you how I make these wooden bunnies. And I bought these from Dollar Tree, and I will show you a little bit how the process that I use and how I put the tail on. Anyway, let's start. Supplies. This is what I use, the Mod Podge. There's a glossy and a matted. I did these with the glossy, and I'm going to do one with the matted today. And here's just, you can use paper. The one I'm going to show you, I'm going to use cloth. But I have a lot of scrapbook paper, and you know, you can buy this at Michael's, and they have it periodically on sale. It's really inexpensive. I think I got some books like for $4.99, something like that. So let's get started with the process. Like I said, I use this, and I will explain as I go along. Let me lower the camera so you can see. Okay, here's my bunny, and here is the fabric that I'm going to use. Now these had, it was string. I thought I could put ribbon, but you can do that. I'll show you. You can do that afterwards. Oh, get it down here. You can do that afterwards. Oh, one thing I need to get that I forgot. Let me do that. I advise using foil or wax paper. I did some with paper towels, and the problem is the Mod Podge or glue, anything that you use is going to stick to the paper towels. And then you're going to be pulling it off. Okay, first of all, let's see, the nicest side is, we're going to cover this side, so let's turn it like this. And I have different sizes of brushes. I'm going to use this one, I think. Make sure that your bristles are not coming off, because I had one that I did yesterday that one came off, and once it sets, you're not going to get it off. Okay. You can use it right from the bottle. I like to put it in something. And just spread it evenly as you can. You want your fabric to stick on it. This is kind of a no-brainer, easy to do. The hardest part about making the bunnies is when you have to cut it out. It's a little more difficult with the fabric. With the paper, you can use an X-Acto knife and comes off really pretty easy. With the fabric, it's a little more difficult, but it's workable. I want to make sure. It doesn't really make any difference what direction you go in. You know, I kind of just do it either way. I love making these bunnies. It is so much fun. And they make darling decorations. In fact, I'm making one for two of my friends. And let me just make sure here. Now, with the fabric, it's also easier to kind of work any bubbles out. With the paper, it is a little harder. Okay, I think he is probably, well, I should say she, because going to have a bow. Okay, let's move that. Get our fabric. And I didn't have a whole lot of this, but I think, yeah, there we go. Okay, and you just spread it out. And make sure, get all the bubbles out. Like I said, this is much easier than with the paper. Whoops. Uh-oh. I goofed. I didn't put it up quite as much. Let's do it this way. But no big deal. It'll stick down. Okay. Now, I am having problems here. That's what happens when you just have so much fabric. And I wanted this particular fabric because a friend of mine, her house is decorated in red. And, okay. See, that's one nice thing. This is all workable. Okay. I think we barely made it. Normally, I have larger pieces of fabric. That is covered. Okay, I've got all the bubbles out. Now, we're going to do this. And you only have to do one coat over once you have it in its position. But I actually usually do two. I just like the looks of it a little bit better. When it dries, it is amazing. Let's see, let's put more in here. And then I'll show you a couple that I finished. Now I should have actually did one where I was ready to cut it out, but I kind of think that's a no-brainer. I don't think you'll have any problems with that. And I'll show you this type of scissors that I use. Now when this dries, you will be amazed. I missed a spot there. And you can always go back. You can't tell the difference once it dries. I think that's why I like to give it 2 coats, in case you just miss a spot. About done. That's all it's to that. Now you just let it dry. And then if you're gonna do, I won't pick it up to show you, but if you're gonna do one coat, then it's time to cut it. Now, let me put this over here, and I will show you. Okay, this is the finished one. You know, and the embellishments you can get at, let me put this up a little bit. You can get this at Michael's or Walmart. I think I bought these at Walmart. And I have made my own tails, but you can go to the Dollar Tree and like they have keychains and different things that there's these little, this one I'll show you I cut. This was, I think, on a keychain. Or you can make your own. And then what I do is I get the paint. Now this will be on the red one naturally. And I paint the edges. I like the appearance of a little bit of color on the other side. I don't paint the backs. You know, it's going to go against the wall or like I put them in my room divider that's behind me. So I don't worry about the backs. Now this one was made with fabric. And these I made with paper. I love this one. I'll show you how I put the tail on. And you can see how I painted the edges. Okay. Now, let's see. This is the glue that I love. It's clear gel tacky glue. It is the best. It dries, completely in probably 20 minutes. I decide where I want the tail. Just put a big gob of glue. These are so much fun and they're easy to make. Like I said, I think what takes the longest is cutting them out. It's not dry, so I'm going to be gentle, but isn't that adorable? I absolutely love these. And this one I did out of paper also. And they're not done naturally. This one I did out of cloth. And I was not able to get to Michael's the other day, so I went to Walmart and I couldn't find any bows that I liked, but these are for the hair. I just pulled the backs off. Okay, let me get that out here. I just remove the back, re-glue this part, and then you can just glue it on the ear and the tail. I haven't decided what colors, if I wanted to do white or a different color. Sometimes I like the contrast. This one here, if you look close, you can see purple right there. So that's why I used the purple. But I'm really thrilled. And then, like I said, you can have any design you want. I usually don't use red for the bunnies, but since my friend decorates in red, she wanted a red one. So let's see. Okay, to cut them out, that is, I think, the most difficult because you've got to go around all these little edges there. I use these scissors. They're sewing scissors. And I also use these. You want a really sharp scissor. Now, for the cloth, you definitely have to have scissors. But for the paper, X-Acto knife works much better. And you can see, very pointed there. It will be easy it will be easy to get into those corners. Make it actually much smoother. But you cannot, this does not work good with cloth. So, got these at the Dollar Tree. Bought several. When you see these at the Dollar Tree, stock up because it's a great deal. Got this at Walmart. Also the paint at Walmart. And I hope you will try this. It's easy. Anyone can do it. Like I said, I think the most difficult excuse me, part is cutting it out. Let's see here. Let me bring this back. It's starting to dry, but it's going to take a while. And what I will do is put a second one and then I will cut it. And with this, like I said, I will be using the scissors. And make sure your scissors are really sharp. I hope you enjoyed this. And by the way, if you decide to make some of these, I always love to receive an email with a picture attached showing what you made. And I have in the past, for my jeweled hearts, did a video and showed someone's project. And so I can do that with the bunnies. And I will be doing an announcement on jeweled art. I would like everyone to get involved and show me what you can make. Anyway, Easter is the first part of April, so get with it and start making some bunnies. Now, these bunnies at the Dollar Tree, the wood is going really fast. So what I did is I got online and ordered a case of them. They're not all bunnies, but the majority of what you get are bunnies. There's eggs and there's baby chicks. So anyway, have fun with it, everyone. Sorry I've been so behind in my DIYs, but hopefully starting this week, I'm going to get caught up on some of them. So talk to you soon. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate you subscribing. And please leave comments. That really helps YouTube creators a lot if you leave a comment. So thank you, everyone. Bye.